And we're back. This is Warrior for another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. I have been playing Galactic War and it has been an absolute nightmare. And I know everybody that's played Galactic War, it's been a nightmare for them. But there is a point where the game breaks because it cannot find a team higher level than you. And I've been waiting until this happens. I've seen people at level 80 break the game by having powerful arena teams, and I knew that when the game looks for a stronger arena team and can't find it, the algorithm goes crazy and it ends up just pulling a random generated game. So I just did Galactic War. This is the first time it's ever broke. If you look to the right, the team's a level 79, but look at they're all 3-star. They're no gear or very little gear. There's not even one that has protection. Now I want to go back and show you my arena team because this is what's critical to breaking the game in Galactic War. So the way it works is when Galactic War goes, it's off of your arena power. So if you look to the top left, my arena power is 38,144. Now I've been looking for the Galactic War, to break for the last month, and it hasn't happened until today. Today's the first day that I've been at 38,000 or above arena power. Now 115% of 38,000 is somewhere in the neighborhood of 44,000. And there's no arena teams out there with a 44,000 arena power. So it is my best estimation to all of you that you need to get to 38,000 arena power to break the game, to break the algorithm for the Galactic War, because it hadn't happened prior to this. The Galactic War, the last few battles were always exceptionally difficult. Today was no different. I ended up going against an Ewok team on Battle 11, but then Battle 12, it did in fact break. So you can see my 38,000 power. When I come over here and I go to the Galactic War, I had just completed everything up to this point, and this is the team they're putting me up against, which is ridiculously easy. This will be the first time in history I've ever had an easy battle at the end, but it is nice to know that it does in fact eventually get better. My battle 6 was hard and battle 9 was hard, but nothing I couldn't overcome with this team right here. Again, everybody, and I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, your team sucks," or "It's not a good selection. You should be using droids, or you should this." Everyone has an opinion, and that's great. My opinion was, I started with Jedi Consular. Luminara was easy to farm. Qui-Gon, easy to farm. And before Anakin, I used Darth Sidious to the left. And I used him a little bit today. And they both do heal block, and they both do an AoE. And that is why I use one or the other, because I like being able to do damage to everybody, and I like heal blocking, especially because it seems like inevitably the computer will always use the heal at the most inopportune time for us, and if you don't have heal block on that character, you just lose. The only character in this entire team, other than like Darth Sidious, for Anakin, that you really have a hard time getting is going to be Barriss Offee. Barriss is very difficult to get. She's hard to farm. She's only farmable in the later part of the game. She's really one of those characters that they offer a one-time package deal, and honestly, if you like the game and you're going to go spend $40 on an Xbox game, or go $40 on a Friday night out with the boys, spend the $40 on getting the Barriss package. You'll unlock her even at 4-star, even if you can't level her up anymore. Her abilities are so amazing as a leader. So as a leader, she raises every single player's overall health. Now, that may not seem like a big deal because, okay, they've got 15,000 health, now they got 17,000 health. Who cares? Well, it's super important because Luminara and JC, Jedi Consular, both heal based off a percentage of their total health. So when she boosts them, it makes their heals much more effective. The other thing is her basic, now that I have it maxed out, is a 45% chance that she's going to heal the team on a basic attack, which is about every other time. And you know what? It does trigger about every other time. So her basic attack And people say she hits like a wet noodle. I've been saying that jokingly on my videos. The funny thing is lately, because I've got her now almost max geared, she's hitting for 3 to 4,000. And honestly, 3 to 4,000 isn't a wet noodle. I've got other characters that should be in theory better. That are not hitting quite as hard as frequently as her. It seems like she crits really often, and I am kind of surprised by that. So she's a great leader. She also gives them an ability, her leader ability gives them an ability to gain life every time at the beginning of their turn. So every single turn they take, they're gaining life. Plus she's giving them life on her basic every other turn. Plus she gives them an overall greater health. So if they have a health steal, which almost every character has a percentage of health steal, when they hit somebody, they gain a percent back. That's always based off their base health. There's just so many benefits to Barris being the leader. And so I've used her from day one. Now you can see my squad Reno, or my squad power for this squad is 37,700. And it is almost as strong as my arena team, and it's made up of a bunch of healers. But this is why I use this team, because 3 healers means that pretty much every single round I'm able to kick off a heal. And sometimes if I desperately need 1 or 2 heals or even up to 3 heals in one round, I'm able to do it. And then, of course, with Barris healing them constantly with basic attacks, and she's being called in as an assister by Qui-Gon, and often when she comes in as the assist, she ends up giving them all life as well. So this is the team I went with, and I know, like I said, this is just an opinion, but Galactic War sucks. It has always sucked, and this is the only reason why I believe I've been able to defeat all 12 nodes of the Galactic War almost every single day. Not every day have I been able to beat it. There are just sometimes they give you a team that is just one of those meta teams with maxed out mods, max level, max gear, and you're just screwed. You're just going to have to burn through 2 or 3 really high quality teams to try to beat, and you may or may not do it. I've ran into those. I just fought on my last battle an Ewok team, and I had to kill 4 out of the 5 characters twice. And I even tried to do it in order. The problem was, of course, they kept going in and out of stealth. And so as I was working on one, then I had to work on the other, and it just forcefully makes you, slowly take them all out. The good news is that Ewoks do not do that much damage. So if you've got a healing team like this, you can get through them, which I did. So this is my team. This is why I use this team. Anakin, surprisingly, has a great AoE. As long as his potency is up, potency meaning the ability to apply that detrimental effect, which is his AoE damage, as long as that potency is up, I would say you need it at least 60% or higher, especially at the high end. You're going to be going against teams that have a tenacity, which is the resistance of your character's AoE and whatnot. Their tenacity is going to be over 50 and 60%. So you're going to want to definitely get Anakin, or if you're not using Anakin yet because for whatever reason, and you're using like a Darth Sidious or a Darth Vader, you can make sure that their potency is up. Potency is really important to apply those negative effects. Tenacity is important to resist those negative debuffs and effects. So I'm just going to go ahead and battle really quick. What's really amazing is this is the first time ever in my life I've been at the end of the Galactic War and seen a team that probably should never have faced me. And I am just going to go ahead and have a little fun with this. Yeah, all right. Wow. Well, this feels good. I've been waiting for this day. I've heard it happens. And like I said, I've been waiting to see when the game actually breaks, what level arena power you have to be at. So for people watching this video, they'll know exactly. And I am telling you, as of now, with the existing mods, before the mods, I was told that you had to get your arena team over 37,000. I did get my arena team over 37,000 a couple weeks ago, and it did not break for me. So I was pretty upset. But I know because of the mods, the arena team had to go up a little bit more. And so now I'm over 38,000, and it did in fact break. And I know when I get a little higher, meaning that I get up into the 40,000s, Probably this 11th battle will break as well, and I will have an easy 11th battle as well. So I hope this video helps you. I hope that it shows you what arena power you need to have, another idea on an arena team and how to get through the Galactic War. While it sucks, it is beatable. It is completely doable with the right team. I like a healing team because every battle you're wounded, and I know that there are some people that have these massive AoE teams that they go in and they just slaughter the Galactic War with AoE teams and they don't even get hurt. If you can get to the point where you have 4 or 5 AoE characters that are max geared, then good for you. Galactic War is probably the last thing that you're worried about. This is more directed towards individuals who are trying to really just grind it out and figure out how to get through it. And for the average person, this particular team I showed you will probably be one of the best teams to utilize. So like the video, subscribe. If you have a comment, leave it down below. Love chatting with you guys through the comments on the bottom. It's super fun. And again, if you have any ideas of other videos, just let me know. As I get my characters max geared, which is coming up, and I've got a couple there already, I will be more than happy to do character reviews. I do have 2 characters at max gear, so I'll probably start with them. But if you have a specific character you're interested in, we can always review it. As always, keep your gaming on, Warrior.